What's up YouTube, STIPE here from Unique Chrysler, and today I am doing a video on the Trackhawk Grand Cherokee versus the SRT Grand Cherokee. And I have the Trackhawk here in all black, and the SRT Grand Cherokee here I have in white with the black rims and the black badge. I'm going to do a quick walk around with these two vehicles. And I'm going to go over the differences between the two, and I'll kind of point out whether or not I agree that the Trackhawk is worth the extra $40,000-$30,000 here Canadian. I think in American it's about $25,000 extra. 20. So as you can see, there's a few little bit of noticeable differences between the two from that quick walk around. First, I'm going to start off with obviously the calipers and the brakes. So as you can see, the brakes on the Trackhawk Grand Cherokee here are actually yellow, and they are a little bit bigger. They're actually 6-pin brakes, just like the SRT Grand Cherokee is. But as you can see, I don't know if you can really tell, but there is a little bit of a difference with the size of the caliper. Here's one. I'm not sure if you can really see that difference. But so there's one thing that's a little bit different. The actual rotor itself too is a little bit thicker. That I think you'll probably be able to tell. And on the side, the badging says supercharged as opposed to just Grand Cherokee. So there's one of the bigger noticeable differences. Now, one thing that I was surprised was with the Trackhawk Grand Cherokee, they didn't change the hood. The hood still has the same scoops as does the SRT Grand Cherokee. Sorry, it's a little bit windy out here. But as you can see, the hoods are the exact same. There's not a major difference as far as the front fascia goes, sorry. And the front fascia is pretty much the same. Now, what I did notice is they almost give like a bronzy tinge here. And on the SRT Grand Cherokee, it's just black, which is one of the more noticeable things that I did notice between the two as far as the front fascia goes. And there is that bronze tinge to a lot of spots, and I'll show you here at the back. Another noticeable difference with what identifies the Trackhawk is obviously the quad tip exhausts, which look way better in my opinion than the dual exhausts that are just straight tips, and they're a single tip on both right and left side. Obviously, Trackhawk, it says on the back, which identifies it, that it is a Trackhawk and not a SRT, as opposed to, well, it is an SRT, sorry, but not the SRT 392 engine. On the back here, it identifies that it is an SRT 392, and as you can see, no quad tips, just single tip. Another thing is the Jeep badge here on the back is in black. The Jeep badge over here is in black as well. They outline it, even the Grand Cherokee lettering, they outline in that bronze tinge that I was talking about. Now let's go on the interior here, and I'll show you some of the things. I've talked about it in my video. I'll put it at the end. It's SRT Grand Cherokee versus SRT Durango. And the steering wheel says Jeep on it in the Trackhawk. Why? I don't know why. But however, as you can see, the Trackhawk symbol is there on the bottom with the flat bottom steering wheel. The steering wheel is the exact same, as you can see. There's no difference with the steering wheel except for the middle compartment and where it says Trackhawk. I'll show you the inside a little bit. Now, as you can see, this is a little bit different. You will notice, it's hard to explain, almost like an aluminum look, but the carbon fiber look is pretty much the same in the SRT Grand Cherokee. Here is the key. As you can see, Trackhawk it says, and it's a red key just like the Hellcats were. Obviously, the modes is track, sport, auto, and snow and tow. That is the exact same. The SRT pages are the exact same. Now, when you start it, I'll show you here. Grand Cherokee Supercharged, it says. And then it just goes to that, but the gauges and everything are pretty much the same. As you can see, the button is red in this, and Here's the window sticker of this one, 120,000 Canadian. So I think that's about 100 grand in US. Paddle shifters and everything are pretty much the same. Cruise control, all of that is the same. This does have the suede interior. So I will kind of go over the suede interior and the differences a little bit with the seating. These seats are actually a little bit more comfortable to me. And it says Trackhawk on the seats, but there is the back seat for you to see. Red seat belts this one does have. Now let's hop over into the Harman Kardon audio system as well. Obviously that is optional, and you can get that in the SRT. Now I'm going to go into this SRT, and I tried picking two Grand Cherokees that were as similarly equipped, and sorry, actually these seats are the exact same as the Trackhawk, and I must have been confusing it with the Challenger seat, thinking that it was a little bit different, but they are the exact same, as you can see. I'm just trying to focus there, and this is the same now too. As you can see, everything, the sport modes, track mode, auto, snow, and tow is there. Drive modes, SRT pages, launch is all the exact same. Now the biggest difference again is the steering wheel, where it says SRT, which I think looks a whole lot better than Jeep. That's just my personal preference. I do like that it does say Trackhawk though on that steering wheel over there. It doesn't say that here. The red button is the same. The carbon fiber look is the exact same too, all the way around. The shifter is the same, and the back seats are the exact same with the red seat belts. Now I'm just going to start it so you can see what it says here when you start it. And Grand Cherokee, and that's it. It doesn't say anything else, but as you can see, the system is the exact same, and everything else is the same as far as these two go. Now I'm gonna flip the camera around here, and I'm just gonna talk about personally my preference on what I think is better between these two cars, and is it worth jumping into the Trackhawk? I mean, it's worth it probably for the experience. They're extremely fast. It's probably one of the fastest cars I've ever been in and that I've driven in. The fact that it's a full-size SUV is pretty impressive. Now, is it worth the jump? No, personally not. Here in Canada, it's about like a $30,000-$40,000 jump, depending on how they're equipped, obviously. And I personally don't think it's worth the jump. This is plenty of power. It's almost 500 horsepower out of the box. I get that 707. As far as the launch goes, definitely you feel a harder launch, and it would definitely take off on a quarter mile a lot quicker. But I mean, for around town, if you're not really tracking the car, you're not going to really notice a huge difference around town. And I know there will be people who will tell me, yeah, there's a huge noticeable difference. There's definitely a noticeable difference, but around town, to make that noticeable difference useful, it's not worth it, especially if you're using this as your daily commuter. You'll save a lot more gas with this than you will with that. Obviously you can limit the horsepower on that to help with fuel efficiency, but I'm saying, like, if you're not limiting it to anything, you would obviously save quite a bit on gas with this. But I mean, you know, then again, I guess if you're buying these cars, you're not really thinking about gas too much. But then I see people who do complain about the gas mileage online, and it's just like, why did you buy the car if you knew that they are not good on gas? Most definitely. And I'm not gonna say they are. This is better for sure. It's not great in no way, but you're not buying the car, I don't think, for fuel economy. I think you're buying it to enjoy it, I hope, and you're trying to buy it because you want a daily commuter that's fun, and for people who want a Charger or a Challenger but need something a little more convenient for their kids, or something that's a little more comfortable per se to get in and out of, Grand Cherokee is definitely the way to go. And we're very fortunate that they gave us a 707 horsepower car. I mean, compared to any Cayenne Porsche or anything like that, I would definitely go with the Grand Cherokee. By far my favorite SUV, and I don't just say that because I work for Chrysler. It's simply because I mean, we've had Fords in the families, we've had Chevrolets in the families. I have nothing really against those brands. You know, every brand I think has their ups and downs, and personally I think that as far as SUV goes, the Jeep lineup right now is owning the SUVs out there. The new Wrangler looks incredible. Check out some of my videos on the new Wranglers. They look amazing. And personally, I think that the Jeeps are the way to go right now, especially the fact that they're offering us 707 horsepower, and that won't be available for too long. And yeah, that's my opinion on these two. Comment down below, like and subscribe the video, please. If you do have any questions, comment down below. I'll try and get back to you as quick as I can. But definitely, this is my comparison video between the two, and I'll get out and show you guys quickly the two again. And actually here, sorry, here it says SRT on the door there. I'm just gonna open up this door here so you can see this. Something I forgot to show. And it says supercharged in the same chrome, as you can see. So there's another noticeable difference as well between the two. And the rear brakes are the exact same. Actually, sorry, they're a little bit beefier on the Trackhawk on the rear as well. But other than that, there's not a huge difference between the two. And quite honestly, it's a nice sunny day here. It's a little bit warmer here in Burlington, Ontario. And these things look amazing. You can't go wrong with either or. Please subscribe, guys, if you did like the video, like it, and comment down below with any questions. Thank you for watching.